distributor retailer now person who two papa ni be na okoton party a me pa cho JK Industries and Investment Limited omo North Industrial Area omo ben Christ Embassy Church no honum na omo ben from on 053 10 102 6081 053 102 6081 and answer 050 322 0308 050 322 0308. Now we name JK Industries and Investment Limited for Indi and Komo and for a product omoton e friend na Tarach product pencils, pens and after so mat set no na kwaje papa ni bi na koton na ebeboa pa 47 minutes past the hour of 7 p.m. meeting at the Amansan Son for Kojo Preko Dankwah. You just join us at Kessben TV. Me watching emo akwaba. Saso and I will join in at 92.9. Me da wase. So do a video at 92.9 on Facebook. Kessben 92.9 92.9 like him na share na comment on the page making count BBM your text messages and then your WhatsApp messages in answer on Fabra and then making kind na medi hu nyina nkomo ama ofia na on DSTV channel is channel 364 and then on Go TV channel 121 medi bi once again Amansan Son for Kojo Preko Dankwah yenko na yenko di nkomo ne yenhwe de ekọ ne de ba de a ye bedi nkomo afa housing project housing bibiade padi ni tibeto ehia eye pa na no nkomo no ekwa kojina budget ne so aye kenkan ye no now National Tenants Union of Ghana edin sembia betu dwa se ye kenkan budget no o man hyeda ehu eniema efa obi beka housing and afi so no issues that got to do with rent allocation na ye de ma housing no omofo say small but ye be duodum ni akomu ye na ba be di nkomo de ye na Frederick Opoku or General Secretary National Tenants Union of Ghana anybody nkomo Zoom so that we can do a Zoom call today. No ND and Komo. Right, Frederick Michel eba Kessben TV so na face 92.9 bibia boko there. Hello. All right, so what mean Michel on Zoom, Frederick Opoku, General Secretary, National Tenants Union of Ghana. So what mean Mema Maakye eba Kessben Maakye so bibia boko there. Well, maintaining but clearly I'm so sign abana afi din command, but it has to do with a press release or more out concerning a budget and a kinkan or more kinkan. They are saying say inadequate budget allocation to the Ministry of Works and Housing in the 2026 budget. They feel say o mampenya na say budget in a kinkan no ora ato forcing and shadam fasika ankoshim because they feel that one of the critical things Ghana for nyina has to do with rent and affairs to accommodation. And into say a kind budget na say allocation here the Ministry of Works and Housing regards to the 2026 budget to know form one they need to raise it. Now they are telling us that we have a deficit exceeding almost about 2 million units. Any housing deficit is hitting almost about 2 million. With majority of low income and middle income household placed under the rental and ownership market, but clearly, if a friend is saying the National Tenants Union of Ghana raised this particular issue, I quite remember that the media encounter now President John Dramani Mahama some couple of months ago there was the same issue that was raised regarding tenant housing, low-cost housing, affordable housing, and all that. If I recall, the president did say, we're going to have a revolving plan B. I think it was almost about 3 billion Ghana cedis fund designed to tackle what he describes as the biggest financial burden facing the ordinary Ghanaian when it comes to accommodation. Yentie na fesu yenhwe omampanyin the day now on media Asia Jubilee House what he said about housing when it comes to Ghana.
The biggest expenditure in any Ghanaian's budget is rent. And even though we have laws, enforcing them has been difficult. The rent law says that a landlord cannot charge more than 6 months. But the problem in enforcing the law is the connivance of the tenant and the landlord. The tenant won't come and report that they are charging him 1 year's rent advance because he wants the room. And so that has been the problem. And the problem is because our population is growing beyond our housing capacity. So the competition for accommodation and housing is very strong. And that is why
audio no because President analysis be regarding housing, affordable housing na or church in emamu bebre concerning the issues. But I mean call Frederick Ombra on Zoom na fi member back is here. Frederick Otemenka me watching emma kwaba eba Kessben match so we are there.
Yeah, me have been my major so I'm saying sorry because like in the settings no so I couldn't show up the video. I'm sorry for that.
No problem. I mean it's fine say yes accounts is here. Now I have seen more press release regarding the issue of inadequate budget allocation to the Ministry of Works and Housing in the 2026 budget. Clearly you are now telling us that budget at force and king for 2026 they call a Ministry of Works and Housing very low. Tell me how much was realized for that in the first place?
Yeah, okay. Didi kan me be ma match yaw na me in na second year the amount na ebiso aka Kessben TV any akonya wo jamaye say wo te yenka say say yeni anje no we ho efa yi budget ne ho no na mo so ma frɛ ya yeso e be chichiri mu kakra nyame no kura nim we are bleeding in ourselves yedi yaw pa
okay
na ye yaw diri na akwepim say President Mahama say before answer na obey president impono say kushia no about 5 or 6 months and sana ye beto aba no ye ni President Mahama ebon koma as a tenant union no ne ma ye hu say ono na buy a oba idie say yetime boa no oba bibi ti say low cost housing obetima expand social housing na wotwa sika twitwiri die na ankampa abeboa na share budget finance minister bedwidi na a more infrastructure based budget a more infrastructure, so it's a year of infrastructure, so a total amount of 375 billion Ghana cedis.
And I remember in our manifesto we have a pledge to expand housing.
Okay, Frederick, what do you mean? Pacho to ask my why?
Me too, Kayas.
Okay, Yanko.
Okay, very well. The issue was President Mahama no. Who say one of the issues were very, very demanding. Ghana for rent and tenant issues because obi timamuni not ha. One baby was spending a lot of money rent issue. Many of them also aware say Ghana an international standard no. If you spend more than 30% of your income on rent, on housing, just say it is not affordable. And yenkomodie any President Mahama komodie no, any board share no. Ye mubi any tenant union no eko ball the housing policy no, ye could di the ye did man because you would give mapa. I will play the Mahama housing policy anymore. Now, who share policy by a year? And it budget by a year about 375 billion. And a bicy obey a year a conhuma o senebu at the above various sectors nina. Now, Oshima, you could see say, offer the bit to say education on my 39.23 billion. Offer health, Oma 22.8 billion. Offer interior, Oma 12.58 billion. Offer defense, Oma 10.77 billion. Offer roads, about 5.38.
Hello.
There is a component I was say Akosombo resettlement village, there's a resettlement. So the component, is not even outright for housing per se. Recently, what video about here? President Mahama alluded to the fact to say, indeed, there's a problem with the housing issue. Was that reiterated here, and that he made mention. Sure say getting a bit more expanded. The ultra budget was a district housing, district low cost. Can say even that 500 million, it is for the public sector workers, it's for the security agencies.
Over position yam say na online need to choices over position yam am na fe what was na we say low cost housing na man panyi kan ho asem no for hwan ne hwan mo
for the public sector, it's for the teachers, it's for the security agencies and other people working in the public sector. Obet mortgage, obet outright. It has no components for renter. But still the minimum. No, almost about 95%
about rental. No, how do you want to situate the rental within this mix where we a refined data to tell workers that we have, and then if we know say these are the kind of workers that we have the data to it. I'm okay to use so could be a data no to clearly who are also Ghanaians are also renting, and we are saying said this identified. I mean, your friend is saying group you bet me abwa momo so many renter. Am I not part of that same? I mean, people na ye be dynamo monana.
My brother, I say the and bonnet. Basically, almost all the public sector workers are tenants, more or less, yes. About 90% of them. Yes. I agree. But my point is say, what the policy ba, what the budget ba, what the basic diama, 5% of the population now, sebi, only a minimal. Now 95 for the ministry be a 95 no, and here my more markets. Other people on your private work. Say what did she say? Papa, now so in the form of any system. You don't include them. How many Ghanaians, my brother, can even take mortgages in this country? And that 500 million now, President Mahama Eddie Banano. It is not meant for just even not about even 10% of the population. About 5% of the people in that ladder and never benefited. It who can now Kopima. Say this particular budget, President Mahama is not really interested in housing per se. Let me be very frank. Because the amount of budget what health, what agriculture, shelter, agriculture and health, as Abraham Maslow says, is a basic necessity. Ghana government should understand, say, housing is a basic need. We are not supposed to beg for housing. It is a right guarded by the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And our president even alluded, said, a problem. So why do you even look at, compare health, compare agriculture, and what have you? Then decide, say, agriculture and as a housing is not a priority. And for that reason, I will do A, B, and C. My brother, if you care to know, your employment, equal the value chain of housing. Say, you're building construction. Can you imagine the value chain and the employment it will create for the artisans? Have you measured it? Now, I don't understand why government come and go always run away from housing. Is it because the Ghanaian people also think, say, it is so sudden. We are
okay. So
we are
Frederick,
shocked.
Okay.
About what is happening. Yes.
Okay. So Frederick, is it? You see, you were able to even determine that almost if Aban is solving housing problem regarding the public sector workers, he's solving almost about 5% of the whole system. Now tell us, what is the data telling you when it comes to that said ordinary Ghanaians who are there? What are the numbers? What are the figures we need to play with?
Okay, let me go to this pyramid. We have three tiers, right, of the needs. We have those of the 5%, the least one. Then we have 60%. That is those who are in majority, whom when if you give them any subsidy, unless social housing, they cannot even pay for anything. And we have 35 middle class in between the public sector workers and what have you, who can even seek for mortgages somehow, some way. But 65 plus the 30, making 95 are deprived. That it is not possible. It is bad. And that I'm scandalized. I'm surprised about President Mohammed's vision. I think that we have been deceived so much by the president. In fact, we were giving the president honeymoon for just the first year. But having realized the second year, he is not giving any regard to housing. He thinks that housing is a less need. And for that reason, the number of people in this country who are fighting, who are dying, who are suffering, who are evicted, even if, let me ask you, health. So even you are even pumping about 13.9 billion our health. Don't you know that among baby now they are not secured health-wise? So the most important and the reasonable thing that any person can do to solve the situation, is to solve the problem from the base, which is rent and housing, because you must create the enabling environment. In any case, President Mahama, according to the even skyward alliance of low cost housing for about 10,000 people. And I don't know whether it's a new project is about to start. If it's a new project, what is the problem? What is the point of the Seglame project? We wanted President Mahama to should have come clear.
But I think he has come clear. He has come clear with this Saglame project before. Even when he was, doing his campaign, he did mention the low-cost housing. They're going to re-deal with the Saglame project. And even when we even deal with the Saglame project in Ukraine, the sector that you're talking about, I'm sure you are talking about the informal sector. Now, when you're dealing with the informal sector, when you're dealing with the informal sector, Frederick, you and I know it is increasingly becoming difficult to deal with the informal sector. Even revenue collection when it comes to informal sector is becoming a problem where we can't even block most of the loopholes that happens with the informal sector. So how do you expect government to deal with an informal sector that does not have, in quote, a disciplined data, that does not have, in quote, a disciplined structure that we can then serve them to say this is what we want to do? So for instance, Okojasa say, na omusi dynasty sukakra, no muwia. You're talking about the ordinary woman who is selling at ASBU, Kantamantuana Sebibi. The person should be able to afford and buy such a house or probably stay in a low-cost house like that. Or no, nisikano efahinfa. How does the person pay the mortgage? How does the person go through that structure where the government can get its money back?
Can I answer you, please? Look, when we have a to get data, if government knows that 95% of the citizenry are in the informal sector, is the government not supposed to have put initiatives and to ensure that they can center the system and improve it? Are you saying that if it will take 100 years for the informal sector to be done, 95% of the populace should not benefit? Is that what we are talking about here? If we are talking about the people who join queue to vote for you to come and implement the road policy, the agri policy, 95% of them don't have a place to sleep, and you think that it's not relevant. You think that you cannot put initiatives to ensure that you can help them. Is that what we are talking about? That is a lazy jack approach. It's unfair. It is injustice to the highest level. It is against the right of the people. And the President Muhammad should understand and appreciate the fact that it is not good, and that we are pleading with him. That's all we can do. that he's a listening father. We know President Mahama to be a listening father. And that we are taking this opportunity on this platform and others that President Mahama should revise his notes and do the needful. President Mahama has alluded the fact that indeed housing is a problem. And for that reason, over set budget. Now about 375 billion. Now 0.13% our housing. Do you mean well for housing? My brother. 0.13%, 500 million in the total budget. 0.13% and housing. It's a shame. It's unfair.
Okay. Right.
And it is wide apart from what President Mahama promised us. Even when we went and met President Mahama, he promised us something, and we are disappointed, honestly.
So the almost about $730 million housing revolution now and you're still not satisfied with what the president had done. But tell me, can you, in overview, tell us the numbers? I mean, the people you're looking at. I mean, in terms of tenants, when you look at data, roughly to compare the numbers.
Let me help you with these statistics. In Ghana, if you take 10 people, active age of, let's say, from 18 years, there are 20 million people. If you take 10 people, 9 of them are tenants. It means 90% of the 20 million are tenants. We are talking about 11 million.
9% of them are tenants. These 9%.
No, I said yes. I said 1%. 10% rather.
1% of the 10% are tenants.
No, I said 10% out of the 9. Which if you take 10 people, 9 are tenants. Okay.
So let's hold on there. 9% of that are tenants, right? 10% out of that tenants. Are you able to tell which ones are public sectors and which ones are coming from informal sector?
That is where we are talking about that the government has it's not me, Opoku. I'm not government, my brother.
No,
the responsibility of the government.
But you see, government is able to give you data when it comes to public sector. We're now dealing with the informal sector where you have issues. And I maybe say
I am saying that
percentage now,
yes.
Tenants in a woman.
Yes.
Are you not so sure, say, yes. Out of that same tenant you're talking about, public sectors workers are also part of that same percentage now, Nana?
It is possible.
Thank you. So if it is possible, can you then further deduce that same percentage, to tell me how many of them are from the informal sector? Hello? Well, Melusu Frederick Opoku, or General Secretary, National Tenants Union of Ghana, and AD and Kono. But clearly, now I really wanted to understand where the figures are coming from, because okay, say 10% of them are tenants. Then further deduce and let us understand, say public sectors or more tenants percentage in one way. And then the informal sector will look at that. President, I remember, and just as I said, maybe a bit tape before I even move on from there, where he spoke about plans to see how rent will be dealt with and how we have to control, that system. He spoke about some 3 billion revolving, fund the BI will have to do that, speaking with the public sector and all that. All these things were clearly, there. I don't know whether the video is ready. Rich, if it's ready and we can play, may hit on another issue that we have to really deal when it comes to illegal mining. President speaking during the meeting the media in some effort when it comes to housing. So I read the moment more than for Yintinium Rabaxis here.
Expenditure in any Ghanaian's budget is rent. And even though we have laws, enforcing them has been difficult. The rent law says that a landlord cannot charge more than 6 months. But the problem in enforcing the law is the connivance of the tenant and the landlord. The tenant won't come and report that they are charging him 1 year's rent advance because he wants the room. And so that has been the problem. And the problem is because our population is growing beyond our housing capacity. So the competition for accommodation and housing is very strong. And that is why we must expand our housing coverage. And I remember in our manifesto, we have a pledge to expand housing. And in the next budget, we're going to make provision for that. I've already had a discussion with some of the associations, the organized labor associations. Some of them have funds that are sitting in their accounts, and they have members who want houses. So what I've said is government will match their funds. And so if they give 1 billion cedis, we will give 1 billion cedis. And then one of the banks, Republic Bank, has said that they are willing to also match with 1 billion cedis. So if we get a 3 billion cedi fund, we can start building houses in all the districts. And as people pay their down payments, it will go back into the fund and it will become a revolving fund. And governments can give it to people. I said if you have like about 15 to 20 years before retirement,
okay,
you
so
can take a house.
That is clearly
and will be deducting
what
from your salary.
President John Dramani Mahama regarding the housing deficit and housing projects. I mean, Emma citizens in Ora Frederico Puku, this is what the president said. Said if we were looking at the informal sector, we need to come back again and look at it very well. Now, for Indi Hunsa and Common 30 minutes past the hour of a year. 8 times I remember Ziga Hone Majiziga Steak brought to you by Doke Activated Chakono. Mayan court now for Yankudin Common Fire the fight against illegal mining across the forest reserves. Now, me catch last 2 days, he said the Cali bishops at the press release about saying said this time around, almost for say president should continue they are hitting government on the issue of state of emergency mining areas in yedi hun komo ama yakwa ni mu ankasa. Now we have another penyini bakon no so edi hun komo ye pa mekan Reverend Stephen Mensah. Also Eddie Hun Komo Ye Pa Meka the General Overseer of Charismatic Evangelist Ministry, Reverend Stephen Mensah. Also Eddie Nano Abetumu Eddie Pa and a Reverend Aka Afa illegal mining. Yan Shano on Kessben TV, Yentieno on 92.9 Nafe Yamra.
So we just display armor cars on an Independence Day and we go and park the armor cars at the barracks. Why don't you move those tankers to the Galamsey sites and fire in the Galamsey areas and create the military presence? These people, they have been trained to survive in the jungle. Let them live there for the next 6 months. Galamsey will stop. Not a soul will come and dig anything there again. But we have polished the tankers and we are keeping them in the barracks and we are saying that Galamsey, they ever stop here. And meanwhile, they are poisoning us. Our waters are being poisoned. Every day, we are dying of poisonous water and we are spending millions to treat the waters. Garden eggs, cassava. We are using chemically polluted water to water Kotombre. Very soon, the Kotombre that your wife will serve you, know, there are chemicals in it. If the people are being stubborn, move troop. Let's show on TV trucks, armored cars, because we don't go to war. All those trucks, they don't go to war. When was the last time we went to war? When was the last time Ghana went to war? We don't go to war with it. But there is war against Galamsey. People are killing the citizens. 33 million lives are at risk. So move the tankers there and keep the army at all the Galamsey site for the next 6 months. They shouldn't go home. They should there. It's peacekeeping mission. We are every Independence Day. Then we come. It's right. Then they show army people tossing and jumping and whatever. And they're cocking guns. It doesn't mean anything to us when a group of boys and Chinese people have traveled from their country and they are poisoning our water. Where do the Chinese came from? They are coming through our immigration officers, and then they are employing parties that they are carrying guns and they are giving birth to children. They are sleeping with our girls at the side and having half-caste Chinese people. You see, somebody has put poison in this water, and this is a killer liquid. He says that I want you to drink it, and I have a gun to stop this person who is poisoning this woman. And I'm looking at myself. Before we can stop this guy from poisoning this woman, it is me and you. You who have the gun. Our waters is spoiling. Government is spending millions of dollars to treat, and the water is gradually becoming untreatable. It means that very soon we have to start importing water from other countries. That's what it means. And we have the capacity and the ability to stop it. We have the capacity to stop it. Move the military, move the tankers to position themselves in all the Galamsey sites and stop all forms of mining for now, for the next 6 months, so that our waters return back, and then decide who mines, and they must mine responsibly. They want us to start dropping dead on the street before they wake up.
And that's Reverend Steve Mensah, charismatic evangelist ministry, Reverend Steve Mensah, and what and now he's saying doesn't really make an argument on that. I mean, clearly, independence in your ammunitions in Nabigu and now he's saying that move the troops. The churches ordinary citizens are talking about it. Government equally is also talking about it and doing everything possible to see Galamsey to Ebitra. Kwamben first on Ebetumi. Catholics are talking, calling for state of emergency. Government says I'm doing national security zones. Now Reverend Steve is also talking about move the troops. I've heard others also saying, take the bombs. Ziga will say, boom. I mean, clear them once and for all. Now, if you hear the dear Benina, Nina, Yebehe Nina, Nafi, Yashet the echo, because clearly, say, and Yamani echo say, dear, ne hajuni yepa, on mino, akasa, Ghana for Kasa, Ubia kebi, Skakwa be fast way, betumi aboa, ama Galamsey no etumi. Abjai and yes, I brass cry a jai. So it's what Reverend Steve Mensah Ekano etwasum. Military no yenko kunye. Yenkwa kun yenyeshe. Entino se sa nete dia. Yenfo mungum. Akuna ye kun no kun ye Galamsey kun yenfo mungum na yenko yendim. Rich, press conference because on rawon. The press conference, I course one was regarding a tension a chronos one and midi hun komo last 2 days di hun komo say the course wo kwu abene no enya de send the fata ye che kwemada efi abene besin ban kran any other two omo sobo ye hu wi omo sisi ameni bi omo wo ahemfo na be mienu. There's too much tension kwu and they promised to have hold a press conference a baso and yentie na fi yemra back na embefa ziga stake no.
Nemum no warning any a day ma wamo agbo won trim so on pese omo sekwo womu gu okwa wanimu ase ese yenya won a ye no bedi no nyonyonyonyonyonyo aban ene yama mpanyi ate ne se anipa bonifo bi apie kwa mam ha esese womu sore na womu bua yen na yetimi etu won so sa ade ehu ni se womu nam so efa aprosifo bi a womu so adwemoni wo won tirimu e de womu kan womu ho e ma won bedi atutu asem na anhwe yi a na kwawu yeso ye pagya ye ho bi enam se yetimi tena ho e ma da bia enko ne se ne e ko no.
Okay, so heat still. I think sir they are never see kono yenye careful na fi yenhwe de be koso one because clearly press conference kra no utie from first one boy no paying for more kasa ne de kona. I don't think tension no echo from. I don't think so. Clearly there's too much tension in what is here.
Yes, sir.
There's too much tension. Seriously. Seriously.
Because of how I don't get the National House of Chiefs and the Regional House of Chiefs.
Because you're now explaining it clearly.
I don't get it. This is a simple matter. As simple like ABCD. Me na me de me hona mesi me hene. Till you, beba. We Kessben, we belong to Independent Broadcasting Association.
Yes.
Jeba.
Yes.
Jeba betimi akachro say, who now a general manager and Mr. Kessy should remove you. You are not recognized as who now represent to a Jeba. Jamaica what say. Who na Mr. Kessy do ko Jeba. So Jeba de do no man say, yet the representation and I say representative e free e di aba. So representative di ne free Kessben di aba. Jamaica what I say. It is a beer. And famra kwan so a emra kwan na amfa so ne de ne bae. Let us know. Let's stop all this tension. Yeah, I hear something no.
Oko kan bebre na kwa bibi yeah.
Na a year ne ka say opoku.
Yeah, Frederick.
Papa dey on your be yi sa be respect the pa ba be kasa sa. Ade a okuma yi ne ya hadan. Yenya binto. Yesi he saglame no ha
Hey, hint binto.
Oh. Okuma ye na saglame ye di sika kitu bi na akọ yesi saglame sisi ya ha da ye tibinto. Dan statistics now ha na konta saglame. The most important thing is the Rent Act now about 2020 attach ntimi am pass. That is what we need to pass. To protect the tenants. That's all. 92.9. That's all. A Catholic bishop. Na omodi abase ye declare state of emergency because the galamsey no the bia ko the ni nyai any adia. Yes. Ye na edutum say galamsey na ni nyai. The make what say. It is a fact. Je bia wa person be kan kure. Abai no ye the opese ubetimi aye. Naimos are all over the place, fighting and making sure say galamsey ni bejai. But even the Naimos ukranwa, obukute to cry a bomb. Naimos ukry a bomb. It tells you that galamsey economy easy. They make what I say. Now listen to me. Meno medica kase. I'm not in support of this state of emergency. I don't support it. Because if you declare state of emergency, what will be the next step? The American what I say. We know what can kill the galamsey once and for all. The Environmental Protection Agency, Queen, the boss, Obano, your friend, Madam
Professor Nana.
Professor, yeah. What can they acquire your fast you galamsey? And that is what some of us. Yes, say the president should resort because nothing can fight the galamsey.
No, saying.
What see? She just need 5 helicopters of the fighting galamsey.
5 pe.
Waka kind of helicopter no one fanko for to see the gaga no aside the missing crank for the besako to discharge firearms and drones. Firearms and drones. Bibadi kaka. Messi want to we discharge bombs. Randomly. Obia ni baby ade ni free ba. Ma me no a ya han ne ba se onko tu galamsey no. Obetu the banner for because no baby a next bomb ni be free ba. If you don't resort to death sentence, Ghana mrani kire se obia wa body trimu po tie yo. Where deliberately so a person wa ju obi nkwa free ni nsam no. Send the party for to wo. Eti di orde finance ne kamikasi kogu so me say wo bi numu no that person who ada yede. Eti ye mu bi de we don't support this state of emergency. But listen to me. In as much as I don't support this state of emergency, boss, the Catholic Bishop Conference, woman Reverend Steve Mensah, they have won my heart. They have won my heart as a Ghanaian. Listen, when the electionary campaign was at its peak pan, Galamsey was all over. Obieka Galamsey. We were discussing Galamsey with disadvantage the previous government. That's fine. Necessary the Catholic bishop for KPD. They were even calling for the state declaring of state of emergency and Reverend Steve Mensah, also boss to catch Steve Mensah. Omi entafo. Me kona sorry them crusade ne other revival dina minimum the thoughts ewo Galamsey ho. He been fighting Galamsey since a Kufuor time and still staying at it. Catholic Bishop Conference, they are staying at it. So the question we are asking is, yaba betu aban, nenye we mon kuana na, enye sa sofo we kuana na fighting Galamsey. Enye Ghana a Bishop Catholic Bishop Conference for enkuana na eka Galamsey huasem. Nenye Reverend Steve Mensah enkuana na eka Galamsey huasem. So where are the others? Asofo no mu tijina mu na no yeba to aba na no mu ye Galamsey state of emergency no sa asofo no mu why are they not talking now? Why don't they stay at it? Why are they not consistent? Because the Galamsey ne koso nana do ma hene was say there's no need for state of emergency. Wasaka say baby Galamsey ekone kono waso ope dia be ka atase ya ba beto aba no wase Galamsey koso eno wase de ntokwa ne kono ope etu wa wo ka bi you can still come out and speak say Galamsey ntokwa no de o ma panyi de kono ope. Let me hear from you people. Reverend Odro Kofi Odro Galamsey every day. Today, what is he talking about? Ediana Walker, they said Reverend Steve Mensah, Catholic Bishop Walker, Reverend Lamte Yebetuaba, Galamsey, Reverend Lamte, where are you today? Where are you? Huh? Your papa ya no better debia. Na sorry them no di your friend says Chris. Esi hono mo anu show Galamsey. Was show Kateche free fan kwame. Videos now on sorry them. And now where are they? They should be consistent. This is Christianity. The reason why Kojo Preko Dankwah said people are not now withdrawing from the kingdom, they are going into Islam. It's kind of this. It's consistency. Speak. Adiani Koya still come and speak. Archbishop Adinasari. Every day Galamsey. What is he talking about today? Adiani koya miehunu se koyie. Enkoya miehunu se koyie. They should speak.
Okay.
These two. The Catholic Bishop Conference.
Yeah.
They have won my heart.
Okay.
Reverend Steve Mensah, he has won my heart.
Okay.
He be consistent. Our Galamsey since 2023. Waka Galamsey nye nei eno oba beka. Waka Galamsey is still talking about it.
Okay.
Where are the others?
All right.
They should speak because this is a national interest. Your friend say, and not your whole Bekano will never take anything from you. Emma was someone saw your skills never perform. Emma the Pantown. Ebamia who say what kind of crack you spoke to power. You spoke because of you are Ghanaian, not because of politician. So your politics. They should speak.
Okay. All right.
Obudina adu omo voice omo ebeka ho a ebetimi am movie as a country because they are also part of quite a fast one. Oh my God.
All right.
Never Shamanu Miswede. Me a shop pass over here, doc activated. Editor, why you know who Miswede. Eti. Hey. Don't use that word, please.
What's that? Diabolic. Diabolic.
Hold on. Mami corrected him. Go ahead. Honorable, I'm my senior diabolic.
Oh, Mr. Doc activated. Doc activated charcoal powder for us to make control. Say, Reverend Ashama, so a chief executive. Wababe trust one the black with your doc activated charcoal powder.
Okay.
Nana be a declared intention. Nyami Adomo or call for organizer. New Petrate Party. Nana K, sorry. Yeah, where the fachabe. Yeah, where the man can ye cry. Nana K. We declared intention of a so running. I say organizer at the manners a new Petrate Party.
Yeah.
And you know, on your doc activated charcoal powder. Obeba Nado. Obeye Jumana no Obeba Nado. It will be the Anado. It will ya doc activated charcoal powder. Indigestion. Ubia indigestion how. Stomach problem or severe war subiano. Unya doc activated charcoal powder. Why you bloated? Why you kutu? One woman sasa gas na baby jina wafu ya kesiwa free say esika frontisa. Unya doc activated charcoal powder obstruction bi wo ebe flash na edina ko udidi ana abofno. Unumusu ana abofno. Utrumika na abofno. Udidi wie pa unumusu pe na abofno. Ekoka yeso nature media sana metene sana wote obstruction bi na wo yam. Unya doc activated charcoal powder na abwa obi a ya ma poison pe amu anoma and na doctor fo asaw yare unya doc activated charcoal powder ese bedum lebi no ebe se wo yam no mani na obi a poison one no foforo unya doc activated charcoal powder ansana ye do akọ hospital doc activated charcoal powder heart burns susu tuto nuonom unya doc activated charcoal powder obstruction bi a wo su bia no ebe ma relief afi wo semen control say enkon kotua 5,000 3,500 somebody kotu me sia ma me say white say tell no omudi omusi kokoshe afidie mu no doc activated charcoal powder ba o say ututu si wie fefa bi bo brush fa twi kikikisisia no ebeko now say white edua na yede ye no yenkwa na enim wo West Africa ha na 100% natural doc activated charcoal powder. Doc activated charcoal powder fabi kakra bi gu nsom 1 teaspoon anopa bi abobi 1 hour ansa na wadidi enyim na koda so a na abobi 1 hour afa be detoxico obeye kama doc activated charcoal powder at the year pharmacy Life pharmacy and a Lancer chemist Colinac pharmacy omuna Kumasi sanso and nana boache tema AMN sa otakra the Delight pharmacy Okofrodia with Dama pharmacy wa Shaman and all pharmacy bia e wo Okashi drug lane on abenya doc activated charcoal powder ni bi ato number is 059 820 6885 059 820 68885 and 020 66 020 66 doc activated charcoal powder Yambo Bobby, NCP Sita.
All right, Ziga, yeah, that's the baby, and Ziga, and in common on Ziga's take, and we know check out time now 34 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. meeting at the Mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Seated in front of me, Honorable Daniel Ashaman, Executive Director, Complementary Education, and then former MP for Buim. On the NDC and I face Union Bema Nana Kojo Eje Yeboa name Kojo Nana K. Watanas aspiring national organizer of the NPP so Watanas never been in common and Yebe Bomo the NCB to me winning Nana Fia Queen. One has to do with the budget reading for 2026, how they see it, and I face a shame crime for 2026. And then President Mahama finally speaks on his readiness to sign the anti-LGBTQ plus bill if passed by Parliament. And then the Galamsey issue. Now the Catholic bishops are saying we should go back and go and declare state of emergency. Reverend Steve Mensah has also spoken about send the troops. Menfa Amokas in Ngu Bema Camp, send them back to where the war is, and the war is Galamsey. Intern home come on, and never be in there. I'm not paying before Michamu in Biaboko there. Mijidi say BBI boko.
Oh, BBI boko.
BBI fine.
Yeah.
Nice. Said the radius. Nana mi watch it.
Kojo, Mr. Ho.
Nice.
Me home family kakra.
Oh, but see there.
If you no abo ashama na ja o say me bo say o ho enfa no me ho di nti o ho enfa. Enye yare na yare ezika na woni nti bra na maska.
Oh, okay.
And say no pay me ho di nti say ona wa chama de say me nua pani.
Sure.
Menina nantiache.
Sure.
Na me kama we ase mansani nyina te se man share bobia.
Say o de ubetu ya pa de.
Man share bobia.
Obeti afade ne ko beka.
Go be when was.
Me wo bi anka me ma no ba bohye no de man hye.
Oh bebre. Na let me no.
Esi bebre o cash.
Oh ye no kre. Na me hwa na busumi se ne MPP Afri Power. Afe na mu bank account kra no. Afe na mo checking ya egu.
O can see ya na say diabolic ya me kan.
Mo pomp ya
ye diabolic because you know.
I don't know anything.
Me know. Let's put politics aside.
Amam for mumbra me hwe car di ba ha unregistered car. Anya na odi ba.
Me chi unregistered car nya na
there be me see enu na odi ba.
Enam say
sir unregistered car.
Ostatiti ya che.
Me say ya fufuro. Sir odi we ya na odi we. Odi we ya na odi we. Ohia ni sisaka.
Unim very
well. Chase man, or the mo chase man no my budget no.
If you want somebody who knows me so well. Ashama is one of them.
Me ni mo kra.
Unim adwuma me we unim say me ton cars.
Me see.
It is me kuta car fufuro
ni. One was seven. Ohia ni toka.
Oton
me be say ohia ni oton kan
and I'm saying Crawford da Roma na de ba me eton
oton kan na
ejo pe so oton
commission
everybody another
no be only be to e
o say
the obi only be crowd obeton obenya commission
o tani e te say de obi ye adwuma no obi nya adwuma
hwe nipa o si oniska hwe ni nsa na hwe ni nsa ni na hwe ni chichi na hwe phone okita na da ni be hwe mi a o se mi woska na wa kasa
se mo am woska no so mu show sane man
David
ono ma men ka wasikita wo no bo sha man kire
David
wonu ka o man
man he me se mo wasu anti me he
me dia me nkan de o kan ye ni bi me mo ne ka o de ba ye di
okay
but onim say ono bo sha ma ba opposition Oba opposition and this opposition 2016
yeah
2021 I'm free parliament okay.
Oh, me
boni na ma e
se Auto car mono 2017 Auto another car 2021 in opposition.
Wow. In opposition me free parliament in here for fee.
Yes, for fee.
Ana bo yes chance
me say we do kan nyina echi wasa expose we say we yesikani
2021
we yesikani
we say in there
we yesikani titum
ana wa me no chance na
Reverend Shama
budget no ho 2026 budget red among for
budget ba kwa san what was Reverend Shama wo dwane so wo sika wo dwane so
me dwane every
among for etutumwa kama me house in far from there obetina guta far from there and all that. I mean, looking at 2026 budget in here, your take on that in the next 8 minutes on that. Na fiembra galam say issues in
yo me dawase na me nana ke me chiao na me chieti fo ni nyina me ahwefo ni nyina adia sa chie bio na bebi agana tin den no ye kan budget even from February, March, April, May, we do Hanina. No, say, and Yama S. Samba. And Nano Susu, a Minister for Finance, of the kind budget Edimaye. Now, budget no near a me one say, me TMPP for Nina. Omunia sembia cow budget no. Say, be a budget no enye. Because this is the first time. Minister of Finance or kind budget about a decade Ghana for opposition for one non-aligned. There are some Ghanaians who are non-aligned. They don't belong to any political party. Catch us, budget will be a year. Now, when you look at some of the sectors, Meka, I must go straight to my sector, higher education. Share education. Sika o matwama no endorse mum but yenya 33.7 billion. Yenya 33.7 billion. But this 33.7 billion yenya ye no. Emo about 30 billion de eveye teacher for ni education for aketia. And that tells you say even though my 33 no, we still need more. My minister still needs more. He needs more to tackle some of the serious issues. But aside that, Yetuminya 537.4 million Ghana cedis for no fee stress. Say you are no more call university, any schools are tertiary institutions in Nano. Say papa niska, umami niska di bebuano. Aban say yes, so as me edi started. Na nuchi kura se uni bino. Yes, I be student trust fund loan e kwano di amao. Neda yeti haye kasa no. Obi say, oh, nkampese mi ye lawyer ni ba miniska e hono kwa na school fees no dosu. Ebia 1 year obetu about 23,000 ni there. Aban say no mebuao. With the student trust fund plus, ubi to me access that money. Na udi a call law school. Every hono we say 292.4 million edema sanitary pads. Ewo SHS, free SHS ayeko. Free SHS IMPP for catcher masani nyina say NDC ba ye be cancer no. Ye shenu kena. Omu time kro ma ye dede sa kra no. Omentumi aman koda no free sanitary pads say omu use emra omu ho achromo. Then we move on to free SHS. But this free SHS ankasa no. Ube share 4.2 billion has been allocated. But Sasikai they get fund. Now get fund yes and me boss be sa question be. Man say a very cogent question. I say one no mudi free SHS di buy krano. They use oil money. Inti nkebe ya atu ma yen cost na use oil money on the free SHS. Now get fund sikano. Na emphasis adan ni aka ni nyina no na nhwe say infrastructure no aye solid, but to say if you 2026 budget no e the court 2027 obehwe e dia mine inti say they get fund will take care of that to ensure say yen koda anko square umunye duane ombedi amamu boni a yehu na nado ni na kenu aban emresu yenkoda kitanchensi nti se nkoda bi omu wo se bi ka fra Afghanistan ntokwase e komudi omu nsonkru susu nam ha aban no gina ho asobia onfa. Today we are solving that problem for the students to get food to eat, for the students to get materials. Then we move on from that place. Special education. One of people with special needs. They are increasing on budget from 30 to 50 billion. Then we move on to the capitation grant. 157 million. Trust it be mom. But me can't you for mama to say. Atu force say. Sesika come out anywhere on come out. Inti yenwa urishim say.
I was more allocated say the cost.
No,
you figure me if you said wrong. The figure you mentioned.
I have 4.
What's it?
I have 400 million.
400 million.
Maybe so.
I just want to be sure of what I heard.
Then go and see.
And you go what the other person me said you can't correct us at them me yana.
Say now.
Say now can.
Don't ask me to repeat. Tell me this is what you have.
Anyway, to us well.
Now when you move from that place, you call KG schools. KG schools no you baby see 200. You can during another time say Muba be free SHS. Be free SHS. And for the 8 good years, they've neglected the kindergarten, they've neglected the primary schools, and they neglected the JHS. Into BBR free SHS. And look at the amount of money they have spent on free SHS. In the crown, a bank a conjaskrana, a finuko wea, now a sako to a po, a man could as a musia way in the beba. Your friend or po, who can MPP for some monka? What is the business of government to buy past papers for students to read whilst they are going to write exams? What is the business of government? That was what they were doing. And they have neglected the kindergarten, they have neglected the primary schools, they have neglected the JHS. MPP for the past 8 years. And a free SHS, and a free SHS, Uti Paiwa, almost free SHS, Uyemu Shia, almost free SHS, when Uniska, almost free SHS in Tena Uniska. And now, would you wait the D, yes, could do say. Yeah, the standard of education. I am speaking like somebody who is at that sector. The standard of education is very low.
Okay.
Now, who's a free what?
Now this year, I'm Kwaba.
Oh, baby, I'm do primary. We.
Okay.
Who free what? You be see teachers bungalow. So JHS so 200. Primary 200 structures. Kindergarten 200. Teachers bungalow 400. Na yen fa touch. And now places of convenience and some selected areas so essentially 400. This is what we are looking at just now. But aside all these things, okay.
now to do timu edin so we say kwa koduru even friend say 50,000 Ghana cedis say mintua on the duty. Me as a businessman, I will pay, but I'm not the one who is paying. The ordinary Ghanaian who will pay. What I say? The final consumer will suffer because the only bema material be me the better purchasing price ne ho. Nam de me profit aka ho ansa na maton. What am I say? Enti say bampani da den no etete niema so say the ordinary Ghanaian be benefiting, not we the businessman, because the businessman was making our profit already. This one was not to add up to the business community the profit, but to reduce the hardship on the ordinary Ghanaian. But here just our results now. And nothing the man penny for the order I say, yen trust our policy nim. Yen free or yen withdraw. Na yentia the actual duty a yetia report no because yente so magana ni no and benefited there and here, which I supported it as a business person. So let's ask 2025 budget na me say ye kita unsa budget no na onabo ashama say asumdue budget no asumdue be na de bre Ghana for enne ote ha say 2026 onabo say dey. What's a superb? Budget near superb.
It's a budget for the century.
Budget for the century.
That's right.
How many years make a century?
100.
100 years. The budget will be to me for Ghanaians for the next 100 years.
No. You get me wrong.
I'm not getting you wrong. That is the meaning.
Every time I started serving Queen Elizabeth, when
okay, 100 years.
Yes,
dear Denini.
Now,
dear Denini, Frafo teacher for 1 month yafra. Me who be the woman. Send Frafo a demonstration because of Yintia Moka.
a debeka.
A dear can observe Muntiomo. Who be Sammy?
Teacher.
And the Frafo teacher for. I'm not discriminating. Bakwajo. Obi or you're physically challenged, and you are putting them in this kind of hardship, and you are here telling Ghanaians to say, budget of the century, and if you have a teacher for you to your come do one. Kojo NPP and boasty of budget of the century, and let me tell you, when we were leaving office in 2024, even 2025 7 January. Kwajo GDP a Ghana ye beto year from 2016. Now in GDP and I'm around 219 billion. Dear Mampeni and now Mampeni that then John Dramani Mahama Edija Ghana for was 219 billion and umujaye in 2016. Kwajo ye free abemu in 2024. NPP left a GDP of 1.2 trillion. Yankasi a living budget of the century. And now you are running the country at the loss. According to your finance minister, budget will be ready. Or deficit over 3 billion or so. It's a 4 billion. According to budget, your friend say revenue. Yenya in 2024. If you're about 2025 with the first quarter, second quarter, we introduce you, taxes also wave off. No budget, your friends say income not drop it. I'm here the car against Sika or yes or spend it and in expenditure. No, Kojo, ya the car.
Okay.
Yantimia meeting revenue no. So prosena bedaso no mum abreni osi transenia fa plan kwa be no man no ye betimi afa so na yetimi a capture that so process na aba no. This is the way we should think, not the honorable Asamati Yekeke.
Okay.
Kwajoy.
Okay.
The osi ye hwe ne kwan ya ye betimi dia fa so na ya sustain ye insikasem na ye revenue mobilization no akoso ye befa kwan be so na yetimi aye me Kwajo mitumira no ma kiresie. Ebre ni SNDC ni abre so person yi brazy enough revenue no mo first ka twa na ekoso a every 3 months Bank of Ghana mu twa tika gum na Kwadwei intokuato efie adan ya sisi won kran adan ya sisi wo Kumase adan ya sisi wo Ghana ntokuato University students be brave at if you we should recruit them.
Okay.
They should go rounds.
Okay.
No one teaching Tokyo to one. What do you say?
Yeah. First time
yearly, I think 600 cities. And yetia this enclave. Kojo enclave, I would domain of Kanesi enclave.
Yeah.
600 cities, minimum about East Legon, minimum about cantonment. But I'm talking about what I know. 600 cities, you know, Yamkwajio. You see, and are responsible for these collections. They are not doing it. Miss me say, I say ye bia. Say Kojo ye taking the CEO. Do you know the number of houses we have in Ghana? Say even obi 800 cities are a bit reduced from 600 then microphone to Mintiano. Say fear bia ye see 800 cities. Near Bejina Sonia. Do you know the revenue of money bena?
Okay.
We got to be serious.
All right.
Kojo me the no see no.
Yes, quick one young comrade. My son was just
Mampanini the finance minister see ye nisika. Enti yentimi mfa nipa dwumam 2026 ene sa na budget ne kan ye but ye nyesika eto sanitary pad ono abo asama say 4 million
Manka, Missy
400.
I mentioned 292.
okay that's what I saw so I had 400 and I'm person correct
292.
so you see Kwajo
me correct it.
no me bawo dia me say
I think that then I me bought first.
who bought 400 million
That be me bought 292 and I'll be saying so in my estimation, I want you to mention. You don't want to mention.
No. I wanted
and that
to
dimension fund. It is 292.
So, Kwajo,
right. Yeah.
I wanted to be sure of what you said. What you are saying? Me, what I have here is 292.4.
Now me can want it.
Man, no. Sentinel, who can you want the phone? You can
say be na ususu ka de osu unka.
Because I wanted to be sure of what you said.
The 2026 allocation of 292.4 million
okay,
for free sanitary pads for school girls.
If indeed, so mining is a day from for the moment, you bring 292.4 billion. See the kwakoto sanitary pad, mama.
What are you talking
about? Are we saying say teacher for na chere ma na de no? Omo we bi ni hia yen. Omo de ombe wu omu. E kom nku omo. Ene teachers no aye demonstration omo ka chere say fi so ba ba mu. Wa ye adwuma 9 months, 10 months. Ye tua ne ka. Ebi so omo bobesia 15,000 Ghana cedi. Ebi so omo bobesia 20,000. E no omo de chere Kwajo Maira na ase omo sanitary pad 292.4 billion no. Wo de say omo fanya monsen. No mo kwate ya classroom na teacher ni kire de wo kire na de ndie wo fa ya funu pan ana nkira de
yeah ora wo here no sana
wo fa ya funu pan ne bosia bo ne kom
we no sa no mo dada mo supporters so you didn't even understand the budget at all. These are the people.
I am telling you for a fact.
These are the people. Look at the way he's speaking.
I am telling students you for a fact.
Now one thing a teacher ye tuanuka. One thing I hear teacher nika. Na say kola no ambassador be teacher ka. You be employ no. Look at their way of thinking. Look at their way, the way of MPP
listen
thinking.
to this myopic way.
Listen to this
way.
What they have
reduced Ghana's education to sanitary pad sharing. So let me ask you.
I'm not too sure you are saying
that is what he said. He didn't understand himself.
Don't mind him. Don't mind him.
He didn't understand himself.
What I'm trying to say is
from
that,
the NPP,
please.
Can you imagine this?
Oh, Kasabi, so we say ya so no. Dear may come on, Robo Samati.
Can you imagine?
They may come on, Robo Samati.
The
analogy
is using we are politicians.
I wrote him the wrong. Let him understand, say. And your man
understand what?
And you teacher for school in your man one echo. I remember co school nibi.
My brother,
stop this.
If you play this tape for you tomorrow, you can't listen to it. Stop what you are doing to yourself.
I mean,
teacher it's wrong. Because of a man in Quenty.
Okay.
Because of Memu and so can be.
Okay.
But you are making.
Please.
Okay. What are you implying?
So what I'm trying to say is that. Yes. So what was sanitary pad?
Yes.
Please.
That is what you have said.
Honorable, stop
that
this.
That is what you have said.
Honorable, stop this.
Hey, can you listen to yourself?
Anymore, but stop this propaganda diabolic way.
It is not.
That's so Herba Hospital, some in country says we here a year Yaresa, now we here a year kwan abefa so a obetimi aboa ma ho atọ pa ye party a eso herbal semen control so bra no obetimi aboa pa mo amowo eye eniyare mo cataract na face no weni so ye okusu na wo hu de ekọ ne de ebe ne nyina no ma men control se ko SO Herbal Hospital na ebeboa ye pa omo ye 100% herbal and natural treatment and omo eyusu e wo hono eno ntino se wo hia sebi se pese weni ebetimi akoyie na weni hu ade na enye blend na esum emma weni so dia me bacho SO Herbal Hospital ebetimi aboa ye pa mo so mo stroke, diabetes, hepatitis B, alcoholic addiction, mama no monsa ma kam hono ambese mujaya no fibroid and I feel so a cancer of all kinds, liver and I feel so kidney disorders, prostate disorders, candidiasis, sexual weakness, STD, bedwetting, I feel so HIV and malaria pa dia me bacho wa Only a SO Herbal Hospital for Indian Common Boy Ye Pa. Only SO Herbal for Equating Commodia now will call a Amasama Stadium Junction. A Honor on Sabeka SO Herbal Hospital. Now only more Eddie and come from a number so na from na call na fakweku ya fawo fafa antiko na yensani arena no ho entono 055 29253 055 29253 and after to 050 344 9444 and after to 027 28 59 115. Now we need a SO Herbal Hospital for ND and come on 6 minutes past the hour of 9 a.m. and that's why the discussions now and every war a Kessben 92.9 and I feel so a Kessben TV. So meeting at the man sign song for Kojo Preko Dankwah and AD and come on and this one is from Jones Mantu Tonton Kroma say Bra Kojo, this pastor pressure is too much. Let us give JDM some time. Now fe or no so or the eba and come and pillar 2 so at the media boss say I see the angels of heaven sing. I see the angels of heaven singing a victory song for Dr. Baumia, my fellow delegate. Let's vote for him for Victory 2028. Special greetings to Hajia Safia Mohammed, Next MPP, National Women Organizer, Hopeful, and Honorable Bright Esilfi Kumi, Next MPP, National First, Vice Wafi Kumen Sapila 2 Honum, and now by then Eben. As they say, I'm even from Kwabenya. Ghana is in good hands. Our city is strong compared to what we witnessed under the bad governance of erstwhile administration. Thanks to Mr. JDM for warning his appointees to refrain from scandals because he wouldn't showed anyone of wrongdoing. Regards to Honorable Peter Kwesi Mens of PSC Thomas Shepiad and After MC Agbo of Gai East and then Honorable Courage Makafi Nenekweku of TDC, Onoye TDC boss. Yeni Komandana, me no be shasi ebu, ma'am. Now, the OSP has made it clear, Oko Court is here now, with no doubt, Oko Court is here on issues of a 78 count, Ken Oforiata, SML, and 6 others charged for causing 1.4 billion financial loss to the state. Just 3-4 minutes on your take on that one. I'm remember on Abashama so na fiemfa galamse no enwie. Mr. Wa, meet you. Yes sir.
Kojo before mbeko hono. Me can't be manuensi. Na wa manuensi a people will listen to the propaganda of Honorable Ashama. What I'm saying is that Ghana's education is not only for female.
Okay.
It's for both gender. What you say? In this say what say oh yeah balance equation.
That's what you be man.
What are you also doing for the men?
Okay.
Are they buying boxer shorts for the men?
Okay.
Are they buying singlet for the men? I'm not against diaper sharing.
No,
but
diaper.
Diaper. Ninja sa de prepare fini. Sanitary pad the diaper ninja fini the paper. But you enya man enya we go be at wogu. The same thing. And Honorable Ashama, for this experience you've had in politics, you never be have one got to say executive director for diaper sharing. Diaper na uche. And at ya go diaper. On diaper no day.
Baby, your one diaper.
I'm on saying watch. Honorable Ashama, executive director for Monsen.
Diaper yam kwalani.
I'm on saying watch another. And
on chair a
them person, them person Honorable Ashama tia say. So more share sanitary powder. Yang kwala na ewo keji ni so omo mo dai person ka ho.
Okay, say so me see 200.
Omo say ho dai pa no kra de kwadwo yi emma benya bi emma benya bi.
Okay.
Wo mo fa dai person ko amon ayi keji ho. na omo ko che bi nso mo omo omo na nyini wa na hwe omo meduru se ese no akoto sanitary pad ama no na odi teachers e kire e ma na de wuntua ye ka me nka na obodai pa no ko tire school mu wonu na teacher ni amekira de mfa so be na abaso
OSP court
OSP saga Kojo me if you ask me about the special prosecutor job I'll plead it honorable His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on scrapping that office off. On scrapping it off. Office back na expenditure so saying income. The nation is not making any profit from that office. What am I say? A junior Mampeneku for the detail office and Crawford call home aduma. For me, you know I call him the cost call. One more a friend is say enemies. The company enemies, and you can say you can go back and check from Martin Emidu days the number of months or years or I had a gun on the count throughout. We buy Kizia by Ken of Ratan on any throughout. I use a docket to a business and was wounded docket and also called me. I can sit here. Wabubonk be the woman or be fairly. Because I say Jabian can say, Kojo, say, many honorable shall sign a document. Now, Kojo, in your presence, you sign as witness. Wo your corporate. A witness is a corporate to the deal. You can be witness without knowing the content of document now witnessing, because you are not supposed to know. They are just saying that we signed the document in the presence of this person. Once witness say bibi ma obida documents and then order benefits in the yema obi. So you see when you look at this man hunu be our posting name be the same a friend say issue echo copy NIB right NIB pennyphone be coy and I don't want to mention name and pennyphone coy Penny Baku Bisa almost just a simple question. I said, be a lawyer, so I'm also a lawyer. You guys should tell me, why do you people invited me here? And also, we've seen your signature on one of the documents. And we'll be so as what? And also, as witness. And no fan, no sorry free. A honor call baby. And up to date, I'm to me for any beam. Do you know why? A witness is not mandated to know the content of which he or she is signing. Yeah, catch us a Kojo. Many on Abu Ashama sign the impo no. Yes, I impo na Kojo Preko Dankwah ejina ho. Inti wachina no se opese obuse mu asema obetimi akere o se nipa so mesi say and sign a document no. Kojo yes anete. Fortunately, you have the people who sign the documents. So why do you call the witness? Okay. For me, that office and I make us say, score we no more they settle. So no boy shama o haircut in Yenifa. Near pay bibia, near the Udia Bishim, near Freubi.
All right.
Because Wako Court. One of the cases, Omo Bumdini be the Nako Court, I'm a special prosecutor Lusu. Or try fake report be about former Commissioner of Customs. will see in the court. A court no, I down and say, withdraw our report in our train because I intro. Secondly, you're finding 10,000 Ghana cedi as costs to your man. So Obe will see in a time of court. And you have mentioned his name here too. And you see, me yase and penny for now or bo mudino. Yeah. Every case in you no man sue for defamation. And nothing no more cost. Special prosecutor office and cost away the oil. Okay. But for me, they are doing nothing. Okay. They are not impressing me. All right. Because I see say, Kojo, other jurisdictions.
They just seconds, yeah.
Other jurisdictions, no kwa. You will see the Attorney General working with that. Even back when you see what is yeah, football star Suleiman Tali.
Yes,
Dubai.
Yes, Dubai, yeah.
Yacheni we ansana yete once a moon. Wa ma me jina bontia me press conference here Kochi Suleiman Tali. Chair yachene no kra no me dey making kan no kra dia. Na say enye ade bi e said a criminal offense bi. What you say? Meaning said the guy will come out of this.
and the amount of money they are quoting is a peanut to Suli. But their business was something Saka.
Okay.
Enti besere womo.
All right.
That kind of media fanfu engagement na ekoso every day. Wo kwa kodon so ni ababebo. Na me charge we say ni say. Na me charge ono abo ashama we. Na enzo what?
Okay. All right.
Etu ko court na ofeli ulusu case ni wi a. Wo be say be press conference aka che Ghana for say the mbe ka kire mo no me court me lusu. To me, they are not making sense.
On the next 4 or 5 minutes, and then I am on that. Ken Oforiatta, honorable.
In the case, they should go to court, prosecute whoever they want to prosecute, and stop making that noise.
I don't think there is any teacher in this country who is employed. His name is on the accountant general department. That Busumi Swan in Trianica, unless maybe it could happen, say validation. I'm signing so many letters like that. If the person who is to validate you in a month, only what you can't take salary. It's monthly validation, and this is why I'm saying that what my brother is saying is not true. Say any employer, then we should cry for or call for such persons to be employed. And then also,
it's not true before a demonstration. No, you should tell me, sir. It's not true before a demonstration. You should respond to that.
You are not listening to the people.
It's not true. Are you telling me, sir? It's not true, sir.
Because there is difference between allowance and there is difference between allowance and salary. It's not true, what you should know. So you, as a politician, you are moving about 1 year lives. You don't understand.
Nanake, relax it.
The Minister of Finance has given 13,000 clearance for teachers to
respect Ghanaians.
So if somebody, a politician who wants to occupy a political office and moving the town and saying that there is no employment allocation in the budget, he is telling the lie. The Minister of Finance, Honorable Atufosi, has given me
until he came out to tell me
to bring a limit to ensure the number of people. And this is the MPP for you. Somebody is telling that Ghana is rosy. If Ghana is rosy, why is it that we are sacked from the
one country money.
Let me tell you, these people want to have salary and allowance. They don't know. And I am from that sector. So if you bring us the statement from the people. Now, at Ajaben, I said that Ajaben, it is not that office that is to be closed. Ajaben must be sacked long time.
Why?
Oh, no. If what I've heard is true.
Okay.
If what I've heard is true, that Ajaben is Gabriel Chiridaku's lawyer. And Gabriel Chiridaku and Ken Oforiatta like supporter and your botox. What do you think you do when he's in an office that is to charge you? He has been playing this game.
But he's going to court.
One lawyer or court that.
But what court?
It is one court that. I said Kisie Jaben should be moved from this office. Let's do our work. Because he's leading us in a judicial way tactics. Omuwo tactics pass. That is why Obi is a lawyer for Edubuahi. And he did his lawyer for Edubuahi. Or to be the same High Court, or side the court, Supreme Court say of interpretation. Yes. These are the delays. These are the people. Now, when MPP people are talking and tell you that this is persecution, did you hear what Atufosi said about even our port? Nipa Eddie discuss or the quabruchre
yes. The 13 billion.
That was 91 30 billion zuo. And now Sekano kwa ama. Do you get it right? Sekano kwa nyama about 30 billion amba. It is under this man's watch. And now man for kofa nyama one or mu importing nyama cake and mukra kahu. They are the importers. And yes sir. Or mu bin mukranu, they reclassify the things. Tax SSA ama abay nyanu wanya. And they are in the collaboration with the banks. When they move on the street and they are making noise, but they are not looking at the figures, that is where the problem is.
Okay.
And these are the people moving on the street deceiving people. Why won't Kenoforiata come? And Mrea Otumika Tre say, 52.5 billion at Okaishi market taxes are the money has been transferred into a non-source.
Okay.
Then people who are supporters and the milkers of the nation, say this is political persecution. And I'm telling you emphatically, what we as the Atufos in Wamami, Daniel Kwesi Ashama, he gave me a template to give him the number of people I want to employ and show reason why I want to employ them. In this opinion, and a budget of MPP for Mubuwa. That is not the truth. They should go and read the budget very well.
Right.
They don't understand. They are just doing their political gimmick. Go inside the budget and see what Atufosi is coming to do. Atufosi Akatra say, Onu Owosika.
Okay.
Owosika Guho.
All right.
We from January till today, Otumi secure about $12 billion are reserved for MPP for Ekase and $6 billion yedi jam. Say yan some mini kranka sasikanu kranka mamini.
Okay.
Because that the IMF was there and then they stop people. Mo to meet your bank one of my musika bank but mo to meet your muka. Capital market yan pamuye. Yan IMF. And Guasia by Munamun Roma Namu Kasakasa. Go and show us your balance sheet.
Honorable Ashaman and Mate Ote
today at 2 and Quabro Trank or Bobusia and young one.
All right.
Because and young one.
Money. Because we left a good money for you.
You should have paid the bondholders.
Because we left a very good money for you.
Obi Odikasi wa Jasika. Odika.
These are some of the lies.
The bondholders are there.
So
the bondholders are there.
Ask him.
Are the bondholders there?
Ask him.
And then you do banking center cleanup.
Money for
banking center cleanup.
Where are they getting the money from?
Bondholders know what.
Just a analogy.
Nanake, Medase, Sasuna, Meda, Honorable Ashaman, Swasi, Manamasa, mobile 22 minutes past the hour of 9 a.m. meeting at the Mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah, Kessben, Maakye, and a Wutie Siano, and our face over 92.9 Wutie Otemenka, or on Facebook, Kessben 92.9. Men Konamene, a Tontina 74 for ND and Komo, Nayan Shed, the Okoni, but why are Sadia, a Hami, Pasafata. Says me no edibu enkomo yi pa now my main kind when we na fe yen toss one was a good morning. In fact, your show is nice today. I want to tell the MPP man that the Ghana problem is being MPP so much talked by the MPP NDC all the way by DJ Makoraka from Radio Ahanta Agona and or de ne die by Totina Bibia Bokodie. Nice, yeah, that's it. Say Wabekayans. I read Adam Kakra, Totina Nana Menomano, you remember do fear. Na Mabubi and Samada.
Nice.
Sana Miano. So I know Panama story in Tempa.
Okay.
We sorry by 3. Into me time, into me do fear you rainy dia. And then Gary na mabo bi. Say no children na yes, yanko. Omo mun bi omonte eye Totina 74 no then I'll be catch on my idea.
Okay, medasi pina mecha weti phone so. Tontina 74 a herbal immune booster, a BB yes, purely herbal from plants made plants grown here in Ghana. Yes, immune booster papa. So ope edrubia ebebo humban from yare ahoro at the end na new here any tontina 74. So what yare being so to say diabetes and omakwanya yebe kan hasem any hypertension cancer say a chrome so na etu so tontina 74 is able to help you out say ulcer anyhow if it's any kind of infections either bacterial fungal or viral infection Tontina 74 it has the potential of helping you.
Okay.
And a banner 74 they near can say your ultimate immune booster for general well-being. Yeah.
Okay. And you know, apart from general well-being, say then be a semi full some person nomina eshemia then sir.
Yes, so and then maybe boss so a bit is diabetes and then we can just
yes deal with the diabetes thing. Okay,
diabetes a crew which is one major complication of diabetes.
Yeah, I know chepa
because of the mechanism of diabetes and yama affects into healing no is slow one fortunate cry. It will not heal, so we have to be here as a on and crave free help. But with Tontina, we can assure you that will prevent your amputation.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That one is an assurance.
Wow.
Yeah, we can assure you. So,
Tontina 74.
Yes. A ban say a diabetic wound, and I say crash and you have the full assurance. Tontina 74 is there to help you.
And on one or the other.
Yeah, and emra on no na udi e bin so the bed dressing crew no.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, kauna our metric how are you beat me afa, but briefly no let me see say who a crew a diabetic we are diabetic patients and I say who a crew emra one no na ube soki e bin so e wo goals. Yes, goals. Into what clinic a chrono with say normal saline and I say locally hot water. I the clinic chrono or clinic and afi. Tontina na wasuki or goals ni mo they apply. What they so now if you watch it. Depending on how big the wound is, you can change it morning and evening. Say a crew can say party and the best is an opinion. But and that's huge there. And they wait me once a day and have the assurance once again. Say Tontina. It would help you with your wounds.
Wow. It's a my person, you're no saying, you're Kotobia, saying.
Yeah, it's Tontina 74. If it's for diabetes, yes, if it's for diabetes, and I say ulcer, Obefa in here 30 mils. Saying that we know you're doing your measuring cup, that's so. Yes, into measuring cup near 10 mils, so be sa cup and me and son.
And a 30.
Yes, into share not 3, now it do 2. It means we share 30 mils, a do nankasa 20 mils. Now they are frat no one say diabetes and I say ulcer, peptic ulcer, and over 30 minutes answer where did
okay.
30 minutes answer where did and opa any enumerate. Okay. 30 minutes answer where did and opa any enumerate. But if it's for any other condition, for boosting your immune system, and now for any other thing, hot water, 1 hour before you eat. 1 hour morning and evening. But if you don't have the time, send away once a day cry fine. Yes, but for general well-being too, you can take it without the hot water.
Oh, commit man no. I don't know cap need to me
still 2 now. Yes, 20 the only thing with the hot water and I say Emma a drone ye juman time.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
It activates the drug.
Oh, okay.
So that is why. So, what the treaty condition, the power chop. My advice is always in to share. Send a bit treating intent.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but for boosting the immune system, now you can take it gentle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice one. Now you be everywhere.
Okay, Tontina 74. CCI available in most herbal and then pharmacy shops.
Okay.
Yes, into bit me about herbal shop be Kasupe Tontina 74 and T74. Or any pharmacy shop around you. Ubet means so afraid. I made a number no subitibia. Offering a pay your location, we can direct you to pharmacy shop and a herbal should be a ben.
Okay.
Yes, because we have a list. Intibit me a director, and as I pay more enquiries. It be a warrior. You want to know whether Tontina beats me a wow. And I just call us. About any condition, health condition, and any question or effort on Tina when they're free, you know, be in common.
Okay.
Yeah.
And number be no more friend.
Your number is 024 607 3498 024 607 3498 and now 050 162 8931 050 162 8931. Mo friend any enquiries, question, and I say we are there to respond. We are there to respond.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. And you know, also be a call a your friend is saying shop will be an Sabe Kebi.
Yeah.
Okay. Totina, you better must say ne a drop more Toma Pemuno sono, you better say dim come up. All right, the Totina for Nadim come on, Mammy can we not fee your name a year Obatampa Process Center for so Indy and come on from Nafe. Now my man is seated, always on Zoom, today physical. Live at studio and he didn't come in chakra. Now it's a good morning. I'm working from Bantaman in the Senate West District. All what the NDC wanted was power, and they got it. Now the NDC government are taking the innocent citizens for granted with all the supermajority President Mahama played around. Supermajority. President Mahama played around West today by talking about possible amendments of being against gay marriage. The current bill that was sent to Nanado was more than gay marriage, and there is a difference between gay marriage and gay rights. The bill even criminalizes free speech in a manner. If this bill is signed, it will be interesting. Honorable Kennedy is our hope. 30 minutes past the hour of a year 9. Yanko near no Batampa process for so Indian common fe member back to the studio. Any it's you, boy, come on.
You ready? Me da eti for say. Me share wo so. They be metra ha. They be ameka say. Positive. Ya de na mbeka wasem. Fi say enu na ya me adum na ma ho adura. Me de bo ada sambre. Ndi say anopei wuti TV ho anase wuti radio na watime ka bi wasu ye ne tie me prostitute ya dia ayamba made bia se ye se de yin anim no na ya dia edini bebre concedo de bia me ka se wutime ka utra ye because edura de support to the idea no anya sa enda from sa ne bebre ejom homa me na so mo positive eduro o meduro no e edura ejujujujun so na no ti say the abofu duro times losing at the chloride no sa na kofo bebre eduro mo ka so mo for positive ne etie ejuju ojun so no bebre na no na entu yare na se nti ne bebre ya o mo didum sa na eduro be bia ne se eduro positive idea say yawa edidi kan ebe mo adun so pi anajo na ugusu junso na bedu bebi na afi junso kan na wa ma hwan ya ha na junso gu ho edidi mu sa bedu bebi no junso kan na ko janso junso a say wochim kakran san otumi ajunso mu sa bedu bebi nso na say junso kan na ko junso wi a enche na junso asan ka because junso no junso twano junso ni enfiri musa ujo bi ne bia ka junso twano mu na se osan ko junso biem nti udi dum sa bedu baby no na akoba se ujo bo junso buja ana so se junso no bedu junso abekwa unim se junso de sa ya de no betu ama osisi ayo ya betu ya se mama sama ide akofom na ya je we na de bia me ka se de ni bebre konse do because nipa no a edura oboko hospital e be ma wo no eduru dwedwe yare na no but anase manage ojunso no ntu yare na se nti obi a make say obi a o was active ni mu a o use say do bia bet ma dance say anu me do na o ja say do nu be say na o choba kokra na ina san start bi na eduade we na me adom am ho edura etu yare na se etu yare na suppose na ya de ka posita hunuma kwa no a pete junso twano hu na junso twano friends en dudu be de junso twano bra e ba ye bemba mu nam no enu na ehunu a na ama sa susansu ameka wo semina na akofa ba na edu na me wo no ye edu a adwudwu sa hunuma kwa no ayekese no mu be ka se shrink no e normalize no nti se onu ma do say shrink prostitute na dance the CBI be say be dey say sa condition o mu firim na je say etu yare na se en na ma me dem fia de be me ka say obi so opposite do tia me oboa because me abra me fast me course active mu no me chinchin ye pa ya sa bebre me nyamboa ko si say me am de medroi sam ho ya de me hospital me call up a test me do me bisa technician say na ba ma mai ni te say also dada we ni dey say dey ti dey efin bia no ho enu na hu say ampa nkopon de do bia hyem sem de bo adasa me de gusu me de bo adasa adasi de bebre when ya show mo roba eyi o mo roba when ya on ba ya na ni da so ni ho bi kwa ojusogun ho ya bo pampers bo ni medu na ejai pampers ni bo ojunso ti se junso de no ntu se me kan wasama na me kina ni so na me bodo wo na mo bia wo sa ti bi bia den ni aba no ho so pa me kira kwan na ba ja ya sa because ya boni a so mu a de bia me ka se start what say they would need to achieve so so kun wo because so na me kan wasam ni na no na wie ye se ade ne be ye ekuro na bo mfen cancer no ye cancer na we wie na do be ko in the meantime man inform could do that level so what me can say me dey bia me bohu de go na me bodo ru ni say for na mo pema chi akwan na bra na me mboa wo ba edo be ma position na shrink can normalize na afi no ado ho na ho ato nti me chi obi ase ense bia me kan geke na utie me so hu se men ye yansa for men ni tifo enwi se bia matakaria do so man kemo won ehun kemo papantino sa na me so metie na nze obi friend fi apam me ka sa ya me kan wie ya onu me ka sa ya na me chen se on do mbra eno chi san friend de na edu no ye edu ben ya hebel edu ananam se an pe na me se na adwene ya akofo nam ni response no man pe ni ye na musa za den wasu wa chinchin akobe bebre wanya ya senti wa na juso nko hebal e bia na kwele manfo bra na oba ho beto because enye me dia ni dia wa bia wa kono oba ho beto me kan sa che na so oba ba do mai be mi so oba ke because me say definitely o ho anu de kwedi mi hadan sa che ni say be we sino me call ya me ho to me because me hu ni bebre oba say me ti matu nka o na me na me susu se bia ti said nkofo nyanum fo ne kan ntina ma memba ya na buyi maranfo bi di mu hadan se so nkwa ne de no wo nchen ene wo ba ya no ho to no ti ma bei bebe nkofo bebe ka se edi sada se no nti me so wo mi kan men dwitwa na ase ke me chia kwan me no man 0553 800 678 the screen so 0553 800-678. Me wo fifi plat last stop. Ewo kaswa yanya no kwantempo so. Wo ba me nchen ya udu kaswa. Bisa se encho yanya no station ko station kase wo fifi down taxi. Wo ya taxi na kache driver se obi so obatampa. Wo so obatampa. Wo ba na be 3 minutes no obedu makachi somebody ho be direct to pepe. Obedu makachi oba. Your machines wide be test wo ahwe wo condition se de tie. Se assure rubber. Se position na ekase ye hu condition de tie no ase emu aduro ukono maduro no a definitely hu beto ye adwuma from Monday to Friday at least by 8:30 I start adwuma ndi se wotimi kan mama obi nsu kwan na se bi obi frame me o say doctor na yade we enye huhum yade because my maduro no ma ya me hu to me na mka se enye huhum yade e aduro na hu ya na hu aduro ye positive do no hu aduro edene nti wotimi kan why lucky obi cho machi akwan a na te se de achadi kasi a obitumi de ama wono no nti se waba trans na ho beto ampa me man na duro he say why okay nti no se wotimi kan president ye na amount to crusade to win people in that condition say the be ya obi a ho beto no me bia me ka say yankopon che Ghana ade because with this medicine se community of health budget to me so o use wo hospitals na ko bien ho be shan kateta obien ho de bia me ka say ko bien ho because do no ashinki post to nti esase ka say na kwa na say de mo na onum na say ashinki no a why free and san ko nim ko du ba bia do say sure rubber ma wo penimu anam na rubber sha ho so say na hum empampan debi nti egu mi gusa me bo ho bra say nkupo be ma do manka Minister of Health aji edona tum mom ko mo yusu e hospitals and ko obi o sati be mbian ho beto no into no je share me agent to other places like Kumasi any other places because obi a me di om no matudwa ma amamo e wo sam bibe wa sa bia no so wa confirm so prostitute me pese unyanya prostitute na say confirm ya but you say be a make us say no about team so that take am me copper do be there be me person obi abeto do no obi so post na obi ya say the be ya odia dance here na dance na complete to me so wo sa there am ebo di na so ntumi ba me nchen am testo and confirm no mo dura ko sa ko hospital me test and I say collab diagnostic center me testo no and confirm say wo positive there only how obi na ko to do no bi no yisu na ho beto so ampa sunyane no mani 0539 122 799 sunyane 0539 122 799 Kekos 0249 124716 Kekos 0249 124716 Kofodia 0266 450911 Kofodia 0266 450911 Bibiani 0243 686938 Bibiani 0243 686938 Kumasi 0249 another 49 6166 Kumasi 0249 another 49 6166 Takrade 0246 04 34 58 Takrade 0246 04 34 58 Takwa 0244 92 9401 Takwa 0244 92 94 01 Oti region 0249 20 5859 Oti 0249 20 5868 Borga 0242 34 8790 Borga 0242 34 8790 Aguna Stredo and 8 environs 0558 71 5581 Aguna Stredo 0558 71 5581 Baby I hire to Francis it will be Kessben here papa bi wa ase ho edon bi won nchen wa kra ani environment bi kukumemre new town friends ni ma we obi a mamu bi any environment we obi a was a condition no a ya confirm so we sa ya de no a betu aba ha betu du ni bi abetu bi won nchen
okay
yes
all right
sanity.
Yeah, that's it. 41 minutes past the hour of 9. 42 actually. Past the hour of 9. Me the man so for Kojo Preko Dankwah Kessben Maakye and I was so a good source. And ye didn't come on now for your head the call. Now, your resource person ba kwa de bi ani didn't come. Fi mu nyina ye na bobre ya ba ye emremu ono an ni nante ono an ye ba no cheche ne mu ya little did I know so called UDS internet alumni association no apparently he's the president. Is it the Greater Accra chapter, right? Greater Accra chapter. Yenia Bema, Raymond Bedema, lawyer. And Zoom Sini Hoon, and Otis Studio Hankasa, and then I have David JB Yambonosi, a member, and Officer Lawrence Safo, Boating, acting secretary, and on Jonas. Is it Bini? Okay, Bini, also a member. Omo ete han me be din komo omo adwumadi be o ma be die quick na fe yem fancy na yen to aso e wo hono la bibia bokode utwi ne ba the tree is coming who say
I am trying small.
You are trying small pa ene de yen din komo fa ba fuboni ho ene de din komo for wa school ho na fe yem ko yenim UDS right alumni association Greater Accra chapter and then e ko den am wo ma
Okay, so I'll still speak English.
Sure, that's fine.
So, Alumni Association of UDS, we are having our 5th Delegate Congress on Saturday.
Okay.
To be held at University of Ghana campus. And so we have decided this time around to bring it to the capital, Accra. So we will be able to bring all stakeholders involved in order for us to showcase the alumni and also to see how best we will use alumni as a tool in helping to develop the university.
Oh, okay.
So in short, that is what we are going to have. And we have the theme of the Delegate Congress is rebranding our identity rebuilding our future, the role of the developer.
Okay.
And we pride ourselves as developers. So anybody who passed the corridors of the University for Development Studies is a developer.
Okay.
So we are trying to see how the role of a developer will be in rebranding and then rebuilding the alumni association.
Oh, okay.
Which we think is a tool for the development of the university.
Okay. So this is coming from the Greater Accra chapter?
No, it is for national.
For national.
But we are hosting.
Oh, okay.
So we have started preparing the grounds towards the coming of all delegates across the country.
Oh, okay. To Greater Accra to have this event happen.
And the Congress is, we are going to
speak to the mic for me.
So the Congress is about we electing our national executives to steer the affairs of the association for the next 4 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And it's going to happen where?
It's Saturday on University of Ghana campus.
Oh, okay. That's fine. And where is David?
David is
here. Oh, okay. Yeah. David is here. David, Fabika Homaye, what should we expect?
Okay, thank
David
you so
can
much.
speak Chi, so
okay, now David, boy, come on.
Yes, so one unique thing about UDS is we run the third trimester in this country. We are the only university, so there's going to be a poetry or in the form of a drama that people will share the experience they had when they visited. You imagine you moving from Accra to northern region, and you are not just going to the town, they are sending you to a village or a cottage for you to go and live with them within 3 months. And within that 3 months, you are there to write a report. You write a proposal. You have to look at the problem the people are facing over there. Then you pick the pressing need issues. Then you write a proposal. You do presentation. Then you give a copy to the opinions leaders or the chief in that community. You keep one for yourself. You give other one to the school. And most of the NGOs in the northern region, they based on those reports you have been writing, and they used to develop. They look at the issues in the report, and they used to develop the communities over there.
Okay.
So there is going to be a lot of
activities there. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. And the name?
Safo Boatin.
Okay, Safo. Okay, Safo. So the tree na naka. And to odi be become how many enko.
Because UDS a school bia is different from all the other public universities.
Okay.
And obi or UDS bia no, when a person comes out, we say the person is tough enough. He can withstand every place.
Okay.
Recently at a conference, I saw most of my friends, my colleagues, they have become doctors, they have become engineers, and if you see the roles that they are playing, because apart from UCC, they can compare themselves to UDS, all the rest, because it's a place that everything over there is serious. I said, time your cool school. No, recently, my campus, I saw that they have a lot of facilities, but another facilities were a little bit just a few facilities, and then the rigorous education they be phone. Why the weather nankasana na the environment why tough.
Okay.
So once you come back from UDS, we say every place you find yourself, you can play very good roles. And now some of my colleagues were asking, say, why don't we have it on the UDS campus? But then I said last delegate or Tamale.
Okay.
And then we feel like most people from the southern sector, when they come back to the southern sector because of job and work, to go back to the north
and
heading. Into this time, we decided to bring it down to the south.
Okay.
Your homecoming and other things at the UDS guest house.
Okay.
I mean to bind to ourselves to get but please shut down soon, sir.
Okay.
Apart from that, I say a place there, a sukakra, beer bar. I mean, come and share your experience. I remember third trimester. I mean, everybody have got an experience when it comes to third trimester. Maybe say up to now the ohinena or wohono. I'm saying we ban in the banner, but that's so free because we're able to solve a lot of as students. I mean, we are about 10. We have the medical. We were able to solve a lot of challenges for them. And then, so all of you, our current listeners, let's share our experiences and let's see how better we can rebuild our school.
Like, you know, you have a call. One of them, I'm inviting painful be.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did invite the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Saidu Al-Hassan.
Okay.
And we also invited the immediate past president of the alumni.
Okay.
I call him the commando of the alumni because I think he started the Alumni Association.
Okay.
He's in the person of Professor Felix Abagale.
Okay.
Very instrumental. Very instrumental. I recall vividly that the Greater Accra chapter, he was very instrumental in bringing this chapter, and all other chapters across the country has been very instrumental. So he too coming to share his experience, how he started the Alumni Association and how far we have built it. I think it will be a good thing for any meaningful Ghanaian or past student of the university to come around to have that experience. We also invited Honorable John Jinapo, who is also a former student of the university and now a cabinet minister for that matter, and is also coming also to share his experience. And then the current president, Professor Derry Ansa, is also coming. So these are people that we are bringing on board to come and then help share the experience. But let me just add that it's not just going to be long talks and other things. In fact, on the Friday, which is the arrival, the night, there's going to be Chichinka night. There's going to be a confirm. There's going to be Jama and a whole lot of activities that we seek to do to rejuvenate the spirit of the Alumni Association. So I don't think somebody should stay back. Even if you are not a delegate, you can come as an observer.
If you are married to an EDS person, you can still come back.
Yes, we have associates, our wives, our friends who want to associate with the university. We are calling on them cordially to come, and they will have the best of it.
All right. Raymond, you better ask and of course, University of Ghana will lighten up into what's the date in that?
It's going to be on Saturday.
Yes. Okay.
All right. 2nd of November.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's some mobile. All right. Raymond, Bidema and Eddie Common, our lawyer friend, a friend to Kessben Maakye, and Eddie Common regarding a Omo program, a Basso UDS alumni, Omo program, a Basso, a University of Ghana campus, and Eddie and Common Sisiana, a Hono. Derek Atenase, Derek Biaboko there.
Nyamiadom Biaboko.
The IADNA say, and we are member back next week.
Next week,
because we could see you lady.
And she said, a bushyan saying, yes. Nana Otubo Jankwesi, or a brie, a hene, or Saya Grapmadon Ting, Nana Cheneam Ponsa, a Bodan hene. Any a bushyan Kenina, Kojo Preko Dankwah. And so eka ho bi me kire Kojo Preko ma me nimpon ene da fom yi Madam Lydia Ofori dodo no anim ne se ye frɛ no Antiama yie no ho hyehyɛ ne nyame adon a eye memene da ahomakye bɛsɛ no nan yɛde ne bɛto mpam ɛwɔ eye abridom ya bra abusua fie na adɔfo aba bɛhwɛ n'ani akyi adɔfo aba bɛhwɛ n'ani akyi a yakɔ asɔre dem akɔ yɛfusuma ma no na yakɔpɛ ne korabre no ana sɛ amusie no eye private barrier Yewi a nyina yɛ sabɛ transi dumienu ɛwɔ Ebri Gardens ho ana yɛde na yiyo no anase anom ne sikasa enti ɛsrɛ adɔfoɔ agyamfoɔ abusua se duru hɔ a mu nyina mɛka yɛ ho esan se wɔno a ankɔbɛ banti na yɛ nyina yɛ no yie ana yɛ kwakogya no ayiye nso yɛ nkogya temesrɛ yɛ general manager Kojo Preko Dankwah entertainment industry no so ɔka ho bi a kyerɛ sɛ odi dwuma pa ma ɔman Ghana sabe yi ne maame nimpɔn ana eda fomu a nyame ya adom a memne da ya yekɔ nafi yakɔ kata na ti kura enti yesrɛ ya nya we keeping enti memne da anopa eye no nan na abusua de nato empam ɛwɔ abridom ya bra abusua fie ye wie a ye de nakɔ eye presby asɔre akɔ ya ufusuma ma no ne akɔ akɔpɛ no eye korabere ye wie a dumie no pɛpɛpɛ abusua ba betena se ɛwɔ Ebri Gardens na nanom ahemfo atram konwaba mu mpanifo enyina beba ni anu si kasa na se yakata na chi ne kwasi ada yekɔ asɔre ne wie a yebesa ba betena se dumienu ɛwɔ Ebri Gardens wa nti esrɛ sɛ momra na mbegya yesan sɛ ayi wo hoyi nkogya general